Another good result for the girls, 2-0 win over Niagara. Again, anytime you can start your season off by sweeping the Big Four. The 1-0 against Bonaventure, 2-0 against Canisius, 2-0 against Niagara. It steps in the right direction, separating ourselves from those other schools and institutions. So especially after such a flat first half, especially on the attacking end, it says a lot about the girls and the players that you can still get in not playing your best 0-0 at halftime, and make those adjustments and really regroup. And I thought the second half the girls really responded and played phenomenal and got the fair result.
You mentioned you beat all three Big Four teams. Has that been a point of emphasis for you to kind of cement UB as the premier college in this area in women's soccer?
Absolutely. I think as a program, we want, especially when you come as far as recruiting Western New York, you want the top players that care about winning and want to stay in Western New York, that they think of UB first. And the way you do that is you sweep the Big Four.
You're one of three teams in the country that haven't allowed a goal yet this season. Talk about what you guys have done defensively that's been good to not allow any goals.
The number one thing is we don't concede a lot of shots, so we're not asking our goalkeepers to do all too much. Laura's been fantastic, the few that she has had to face, making those saves. But when you look at the back line and Courtney Mann in front, when you're limited shots and, throwing the girls sacrificing their body to block shots, makes a huge difference.
Courtney and Megan, you could both speak on this. You both were chosen as captains this year. Talk about what it means to you to be a captain.
I think it was a huge honor to be named as one of the captains, just because I know this team has so much potential, and to be one of the people that are like, okay, like, you're going to lead this team, you're going to be in charge of, like, the forefront for the team. Like, I think it was just a really big honor for me.
Yes, me as well. It felt great when I got the news, but it was more just hey, you're going to help lead the team, but there's also other players on the team that help us, which help us get through it. But, we're the people that walk up, get the coin toss, and it just starts, and then that game just is everybody then. The game starts from there.
What are some of your responsibilities on the field as a captain?
I would say just to make sure everyone's in check, because things happen in the game. People get heated. People maybe make a mistake or, like, get down on themselves. I think it's not just on us. It's on the whole team to just make sure we keep everyone up. Like, it's okay to make a mistake. Like, we're all behind you.
Megan, you set up Selena's the second goal of the game on Sunday. Talk about what you saw with that play and how you were able to feed a perfect pass into Selena as she went in one-on-one with the goalie.
Well, I got the ball, and I just turned face up to the goal, and I saw that their two defenders were kind of split a little bit, and I heard Selena give a good yell, like, hey, and I saw her on the outside of the defender, but I saw that the space was open in the middle, so I played it, and I knew she was going to make a great run, and then she finished well.
Coach, your midfielders are playing very solid, both defensively and offensively. Talk about what you want them to do. Are you more about the defense, or you want them to kind of cheat up and help offensively?
We got Courtney plays here in that holding role. Ashley Evans got some minutes there as well, and their job's primarily on the defensive side of it, really just to kind of be a screener in front of the back four. But those other three are very attacking minded. They're leading our attack going forward, linking up with the forwards. We want them thinking offense first, and a testament, especially with Cassidy Kidd and Jules Bonatti in Sunday's game. They were on there late. They're not big-time ball winners, but their ability to keep the ball and keep possession help us preserve the win and kill off that game on Sunday.
So your defense obviously has led you guys all season long, and you've won 2 of the 3 MAC Defensive Player of the Weeks. Talk about Jackie Hall this weekend, and she won MAC Defensive Player of the Week. Talk about her play.
She's probably one of the toughest kids on the team. I think finished out that last 15 minutes of the game on a sprained ankle. But she's willing to do whatever it takes for the team to get through it. Probably should have been rewarded with 2 goals on Sunday, with one getting called back in the first half on a set piece. But just on both, her commitment on the offensive side on our set pieces, and then just her and Sophie, their commitment to sacrifice their body and getting in on a tackle, winning a big header or blocking a shot has been tremendous.
In the second half, your offense was very dangerous, had a lot of opportunities, could have scored more goals than 2. Does that have a lot to do with the defense being so solid that you are able to take more chances?
Oh, absolutely. I think there's a trust within the group for sure, that we can get those numbers. So we can hold 5 back, but we know we're getting 5 in the attack, and that's a priority for us. We want to get those 5 players up and involved, and we're even better when the outside backs get involved, or Courtney can link up as well. But it's definitely the fact that we trust when teams, if there's a turnover, the counterattack comes. We have a solid group that everyone believes in.
Megan, the win Sunday was another. You guys are 4-1 on the season. How is your confidence? How is your team confidence-wise right now moving forward? And you're going to play a number 4 team in the country on Friday.
I think it's great. I think the past wins that we have gotten have just built up, and the last win here, since our first half was a little bit on the rough side, we really picked it up in the second half, and it just shows the confidence that we're going to go into this Friday and playing.
Courtney, in the last 15 minutes of the game, you guys, when Ashley came in to play goal, it seemed like you guys really locked down defensively and didn't allow any shots on goal. It seemed like you guys kind of played a little bit different. Talk about how you guys wanted to help her in her first action.
Well, I think we just really wanted to support her and know that we felt confident with her in the goal. And I don't think we changed that much. I think we just played the way that we normally play. We kept our formation, had good positioning. I think it was just when she was in the goal, we just wanted to make sure, to help her,
How has the culture around here changed this year? I mean, it's more of a winning culture. Obviously, you guys haven't had a loss this year, but how has the whole culture changed with the coaching change and everything?
I feel like you don't have as much pressure on you. You feel more free to experiment in the game and have more creativity. And I think that helps a lot with the game.
Megan, what do you think about that as well?
I agree. I think if people aren't afraid to make mistakes, and if you do, we know that all 10 people that are behind you, and then you know that your sidelines is cheering you on, it's okay. You can make a mistake, you just have to work to get it back and help each other out.
Sean, talk about the depth on this team. 6 bench players played on Sunday, and Megan Abman played 41 minutes off the bench for you. Talk about how the depth has helped in the midfield and at the attacking positions.
Yeah, it's been instrumental in every game that we've played so far, and we can't stress it enough to the girls that everybody's involved. And some players, they might not get in a game, or one game might not get as many minutes, but that same player has been called on the next game to put in 41 minutes. And again, it's performance based. At this level, everybody's here trying to get a result, get a win every game, and you have to be mentally ready. So it's a testament to those girls, that haven't been getting the start or as many minutes, that when their number is called, they're ready and prepared.
Courtney, how are you guys going to keep the momentum going into a big matchup this Friday?
I would say one of the biggest things we actually have talked about for the past few days is to just focus on what we can do, because you can't control what the other team does, their formation, how they play. All we can control is how we play. So I think focusing on the controllable variables will be really helpful.
Sean, you guys have the most confidence you've had heading into a big test. What are you looking for from your team this weekend? What are you looking for them to show you?
No fear. There's no reason that these girls can't play at that level, and there's no better test than what Virginia Tech is going to throw at us on Friday. It's really going to be a great evaluation for the staff to see how the girls rise to the occasion, and have no fear, have no regrets. Go out. You've been playing soccer just as long as these girls have. Why not go and compete with them? It's a great opportunity for the players really to show.
Megan, Sean has mentioned multiple times a great team effort victory. How has the team been working together? Is it more off-field stuff that you guys are coming closer as one and it's working on the field? Or what have you guys been doing for full team efforts?
I think it actually starts with our team, but also our coaches. I think when we have 6:30 a.m. practice, we're all there. It's early in the morning, but we all want to be there, and we just enjoy it. That's our emphasis, is enjoying it. So we enjoy it together, and I think that's what's really changed. We're always happy to be at where we're at.
Sean, what have you guys been working on this week, heading up into this weekend? I know you might have a tough test, but what are you working on? Like you said, you want to focus on you. What are you working on for this weekend?
Again, the emphasis for us is always going forward. How can we get better attacking? Virginia Tech's going to give us a test with pressure. They're going to be the fastest, strongest team we faced. We're not going to have nearly as much time on the ball. So we addressed that in training today. How are we going to deal with when we win the ball? How do we keep it? You know, we don't want to sit in for 90 minutes and just absorb pressure from Virginia Tech for 90 minutes. You know, is it going to happen at times? Absolutely. But when we do win the ball, we want to keep it and see if we can't put them on their heels a little bit. So again, and we'll do it in training tomorrow. What can we do going forward to challenge them?
Courtney, when you guys face a little bit of adversity, as you as a captain, do you have to speak up and say something, or do you just more or less just lead by example?
I would say probably do a little bit of both. I know personally I have had some like rough patches, and just everyone on the team is like, we got you, like you got the next one. And I think it's just that little boost of confidence from everyone on the team, not just me or Megan. I think that really helps our team.
Good. Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Luke.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.